What's up, everyone? Back for another beer mail, and today I will be unboxing a beer mail courtesy of a very, very good friend of mine and fellow beer tuber, Kyle over at No Hype Beer Review. So a huge thanks to Kyle for the goodies in front of me. I'll post a link in the description box to Kyle's channel because Kyle's a great dude. He's very generous. I love his content. And despite the name of his channel, he gets his hands on some very hyped and delicious beers, and he does a great, wonderful job reviewing them. So thanks again, Kyle. I totally appreciate this, more than probably you know. So what did Kyle send to me? Why am I so giddy and so excited? Well, number one, Kyle sent me beer. Regardless of what the beer is, I'd be super, super pumped. But Kyle sent me 4 different selections from the Fidens Brewing Company. And if you're really into craft beer and you're into hazy IPAs and you trade and you follow the hype, then you know Fidens has blown up over the past year. A lot of hype with Fidens, people going nuts. Now, they are a small brewery in Colony, New York, which is a suburb of Albany. Kyle doesn't live too far from the brewery, so he gets his hands on their stuff quite a bit. And I've only had 2 beers from Fidens, and they were both courtesy of Kyle. He brought them to the 2021 BeerTuber Palooza, which was hosted by a good friend of ours and fellow BeerTuber Matt over at Massive Beer Reviews. I think Kyle brought I want to say it was 4 different Fidens beers. I only tried 2 of them, and they were super green. And that was because they were super fresh. I think one of the beers was a week old. The other one was 2 weeks old, I think. And they just had that hop burn, that green vegetal matter. You could tell the beers would be delicious if you let them sit for 2 or 3 weeks. But as we were drinking them, you would taste all the juicy, fruity goodness, and then it would just be crazy on the back end, just hot burn, very astringent. So that's the one thing I've heard about Fidens, is some of their beers can be like that. So I want to try these, and I'm so excited. I want to give these a proper review, and the fact that Kyle sent me 4 different offerings is fantastic. But on top of that, 3 of these beers are a part of their regular rotating offerings. If you want to compare them to a brewery, say Treehouse. Treehouse typically will rotate Julius, Green, and Haze, those 3 beers. That's the same for these 2 and this one. They're pretty much available not all the time, but once per month, once maybe every 6 or twice every 6 weeks, something like that. I know Eugene's Axe has been released twice in the past month. So it's just awesome. It really is that he hooked me up with things that if I review these and post them in January, yeah, it's not gonna be the same batch, but people can still get their hands on them. Of course, again, you have to trade in the whole 9 or go to the brewery. But anyway, let's just go over these beers because I'm super pumped. And tomorrow, I'm going to review this one. I don't know when I'm going to post these exactly, but it's not going to be right away because I have other beers in the queue. But I'm going to definitely review this one tomorrow. Anyway, let's go through them real quick. So the first one he sent me was a Necessary Means for a Necessary Means. It's an 8.4% double IPA that is brewed with Citra and Mosaic. And yeah, sounds fantastic to me. This is super fresh. This is 8 days old, so I'm, per Kyle and what I was thinking, I'm probably going to wait 2.5 weeks to give that a proper review, let it settle in a little bit. And then next, he gave me Jasper. And this is a 7.8% double IPA brewed with Citra hops. And again, this is super fresh. I believe, again, it's 8 days old, so going to wait on these for a couple weeks to drink them, and you'll probably see them sometime in December. Next, we have a variant of Jasper. This beer right here is basically Jasper, but they add a Nelson Sauvin into the dry hop. This is 0.1% higher at 7.9%, double IPA, Citra and Nelson. And yeah, I wish these were similar in freshness because I would like to do a side-by-side, even though I probably wouldn't, just because I typically don't drink 2 beers in a day, but I'd probably do them back-to-back or something. But this one was canned, I believe it was on October 5th, so it's just under 5 weeks old, and I'm going to get to this soon, so I'm going to drink this one first. Unfortunately, I wish it was reversed, but what are you going to do, First world problems. Anyway, last but not least, we have their Eugene's Axe, and this is a double IPA, 8.5%, Citra and Galaxy, and it sounds delicious. Once again, this was brewed on 10/5, so just under 5 weeks old, and this will be the beer that I will review first. So we have a Necessary Means for a Necessary Means, Jasper with Nelson, and Eugene's Axe, and I cannot wait to get into these. Super pumped to do so, and yeah, be on the lookout for reviews of these probably in the next 4 to 6 weeks. I have a lot of reviews in the queue. I started reviewing back in mid to late September, but here's the thing. I didn't post until October 4th, which means that I had a good 3 weeks of backlogs, and over the next couple months, I got to get rid of them. I'm still going to post 1 review a day. I'm not going to go more than that. So we'll see. I'll try to fit these in somewhere over the next month or so. But huge thanks to Kyle. Appreciate it, buddy. I'll be hitting you back with a beer mail before the end of the year and try to pay you back. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably not going to get my hands on hype stuff like this. But thanks to everybody stopping by for another beer mail here on the Beer Patrol. Until the next one, cheers.